Hey guys, sorry for the content dump. It's the third video this week, and I just wanted to get at least some footage of these fish before I got rid of them. Not to say get rid of, rehoming. I'm taking all the fish that you see in this tank to Bruce Pets up in Lansing, Michigan. I'm trading them for 3 or 4 fish that I'm actually interested in. A Trimax Cichlid that's about over a foot long, the biggest Trimax Cichlid I've ever seen. A sleeper, a marble sleeping goby, and a fire eel, and maybe even a sun catfish. That was the biggest sun catfish I've ever seen. But back to the topics of this video. Today we're gonna go over the blood parrot cichlid. I've kept blood parrots, but I don't think I've ever posted about them. You might go through my page over the years and see 1 or 2. But I typically try to stay away from hybrid fish. Like even when I found out the difference between red devils, Midas, and my devils, I instantly stopped keeping my devils. To at least not, I would never purposely go out my way to get one. And if I did, it would be as a dinner fish, and it would not be a fish that I'd probably keep long term. Because I try to stay away from the hybrids and keep the pure species and purebred species alive, and try to keep them in the hobby. I feel like if you put a bunch of different mixes in the hobby and people start falling in love with being able to breed their own fish, their own species of fish at least, and mixing the types and turning it to a whole little science experiment, it'd be harder to keep the bloodlines pure of these fish and know what fish exactly, the exact type of fish you have. Sorry about stuttering a little bit. This is my 34th video I'm doing today, so I'm getting a little tired. But the blood parrot cichlid, they like I said, they're a hybrid fish. They're not naturally occurring in the wild. It's a lot of different debates on what these fish are. If you ask me, just based off the look of them, without doing any scientific backgrounds, if I had to guess what fish you mix to make these guys, I would say a Midas, a Sevrum, and maybe like a, can't remember, maybe like I'd say a convict, something to help keep the size small. I don't actually know exactly what they use. I do believe there's a few different fish that you guys can use in there. The type of parrot that come out that you get depends on the fish you bred to use it. I've heard of like King Kong parrots and all kind of different types of parrotfish. But the parrotfish, they stay about, I hear they stay about 6 to 8 inches, but right now at Bruce Pets, there's a parrotfish, the largest parrotfish that I ever seen, who is at least 10 to 12 inches, I want to say a foot long, and it's about as fat as a football. But my parrotfish are probably the most active fish besides the barbs I have in this tank. They're the most active fish in the tank. They're the most active cichlid. They aren't scared at all. They come up to the tank, to the front of the glass, and sit here and beg a lot. They're very interesting. I've been pretty intrigued by keeping them. I've never kept a group of them before. I have 7 of them here in this 180-gallon tank, and just watching how they interact with each other and move around and deal with each other on a daily basis. It's kind of interesting. It's not too much aggression between them, so it's just more just to follow each other around, swimming in harmony. They're really beautiful fish. They are a little bit aggressive, I guess. I would say I would keep them with fish that are similarly aggressive, but not too aggressive, because the blood parrots are more bark than bite. They don't really have the proper mouth structure for an actual fight. They can't really bite anything. They're not gonna eat anything. And I don't really believe they'll do any damage to any of your fish with their bites. They might stress them out, chase them and stress them out. That could possibly kill them, but you don't really have to worry about the blood parrot killing or eating any of your fish. Some people absolutely will not keep hybrid fish. I'm not that strongly against them, but I definitely prefer to keep the true species of fish. Some good blood parrot tank mates would be convict cichlids, firemouth cichlids, maybe rainbow cichlids, maybe crebensis, maybe you could probably keep them with some epistogramma, barbs, tetras, etc. Not too many fish you couldn't keep with the blood parrot cichlid. Just don't want to keep anything that would be bullied too much.